We are rolling into May now, and I wanted to show you my indigo. Right now you see a lot of dead leaves and branches on it, but if you look really close, you'll see all this new growth in the bottom. And the reason I kept this old growth on was for the winter, for frost, for winds, for snow, and it protects the indigo really well. But now I can start removing that dead growth, and I'll show you how I do that. As I walk up, I'm going to show you that. So all this green growth, I'm not going to touch any of that. That's all good. I'm not going to touch that. So I'm going to come down as far as I can with and just try and cut. It's going to be thick. It's going to be difficult to cut, or what I wanted to show you there too, it is extremely hard to cut, but what you can do is sometimes break it off as well, as you saw right there. So let's do it right here. Broke off, no issue. Again, broke off, no issue. But be really delicate around the new growth. So don't rip these out too fast. There we go. Now, these actually make really good kindling for firewood, for bonfires and everything like that. I save these. They are fantastic for starting a fire. So I'm going to go in again. Just a little, there we go, snapped at the bottom. Here's a little piece, snapped. But I'm being very careful not to mess with the new growth. Here we go again. Now just that little spot, let me show you what it looks like once I pull these out. Ignore the weeds on the side, I'll be dealing with those next. But here we go. This is just that little bit that I pulled, and you can see how much better it looks. Now, let me stand up and do the same thing. I'm going to come here, I'm going to pull, broke off, here, pull, break off. There we go. So it's not that bad. So I'll give you a better look here. I took about half of the dead branches out. And this is just starting to grow. There's going to be a lot more growth coming through. And one thing to note, this is in full sun all day. And I water it. If it looks a little droopy, I start to water it. But it's a rainy day today, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I'm going to come in. I'm just going to break off more branches. There we go. We're getting a little bit deeper. I'm being a little bit more careful. Go. And you can see they're rotted at the bottom. So the plant was actually trying to push them out anyways. So the way the new growth could come in. But this is going to get really big, really tall, and I'm excited for the flowers to come too. Oh, that one's holding on a little strong. I'm going to leave that one alone for now. And that's one of those, if it's holding on, that's when you come in and cut it. Alright, I'll show you the results after I break the rest of these out. Here's the results of me taking out the old branches. You can see a lot of the leaves are sitting around it as well. I'm not going to touch them. It's going to be good for keeping out weeds. And even the leaves inside there, not going to touch them. Going to leave them there, let them compost themselves, help keep out weeds. And this is going to get much taller, so please subscribe, and I will show you more about the indigo plant, also known as baptisia.